Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. In previous lecture, we will discuss the first part of second lesson, that is parallel line. In previous lecture, we have discussed what are the parallel lines, transversal, and the types of angles formed due to the parallel lines and transversal. What are the properties of that angles formed? That is, we have completed the first part of the lesson. And the second part of the lesson is test of parallel lines. Test of parallel lines, that means here we have to discuss how we decide the two lines are given to us are parallel or not. Okay. Suppose if I give you these two lines and I ask you the question, tell me these two lines are parallel or not. Okay. Some of you given me answer, ma'am, these two lines are parallel because by observation, by appearance they looks like a parallel line. Okay. And some of you gave answer, ma'am, we have to measure the distance between these two lines. If the distance is same, then we can decide these two lines are parallel. Okay, very good. Both the answers are correct. But you know beta, in mathematics need reason. Just by observation, but just by appearance, we can't give answer in mathematics. Each and every step mathematics need reason. Why this line is parallel, you have to give the reason. Okay. So how we give the reason, that we have discussed the test of parallel lines. Here we have discussed the test, that means by which test the two lines are parallel. Here we are going to discuss how we decide the two lines are parallel or not. So again I am repeating. This is the second part of your lesson, that is a parallel line. Here we have to decide whether the two lines are given to you are parallel or not. To decide the two lines are given to us are parallel or not, we have to follow the certain test. If out of that test, any one test is applicable, then the line given to us is parallel, otherwise they are not parallel. So the test that we have discussed in this, the first is corresponding angle test. Corresponding angle test. Okay. As per this test, if any one pair of corresponding angles are congruent between the two line and the transversal, then that lines are parallel. Okay, you know that there are four pair of corresponding angles are formed due to the two parallel lines and a transversal. If two lines and one transversal is given to you, then you have to focus on corresponding angle. Out of four pair, if any one pair of corresponding angle is congruent, then by corresponding angle test, that two lines are parallel to each other. That is called corresponding angle test. Okay. Now the next is alternate angle test. Alternate angle test. We have discussed if two lines are parallel and then the alternate angles are congruent. Then by alternate angle test, if two lines are given to you and one transversal, then you have to focus on alternate angle. If the alternate angles are congruent, then that line given to us are parallel. Again I am repeating. To decide whether the two lines are given to us are parallel or not, we have to focus this angle, that means corresponding angle, alternate angle. If any one pair of corresponding angles are congruent, then the lines are given to us are parallel. Similarly, if any one pair of alternate angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel by alternate angle test. Now the third one is interior angle test. Interior angle test. Okay, you know, as per the interior angle test, you have if two lines are given to us, and as per the interior angle test, you have to measure the interior angle. If the interior angles are supplementary, that means the interior angles are given in two lines are supplementary, that means their sum is 180. That means you have to add the interior angle. If the sum is 180, that means supplementary, then the lines are parallel by interior angle test. Got it? So in short, to decide whether the lines are given to us are parallel or not, we have to follow this test. Out of these three tests, if any one test is applicable in two lines, then the lines are parallel, otherwise they are not parallel. Again I am repeating. If any one pair of corresponding angles are congruent in the two lines and the transversal, then the two lines are parallel by corresponding angle test. Next is, if any one pair of alternate angles are congruent, then the two lines are parallel by alternate angle test. Next, interior angle test. If the sum of interior angle is 180, that means supplementary in between the parallel line and transversal, then the lines are parallel to each other. Now the next exercise, that means practice set 2.2, based on this test, that means test of parallel lines. That means in that practice set we have to decide whether the lines are given to us are parallel or not. So in that exercise we have to focus this test. If out of these three tests, if any one test is applicable, then the lines are parallel. Okay. See here in this figure, there are total 4 pairs of corresponding angles are represented by same color. Out of these 4 pairs of corresponding angles, if any one pair of corresponding angles are congruent between the two lines, then the two lines are parallel to each other. In next figure you can see alternate interior angles, that means in short are the alternate angles. They are the interior part of the line, so that's why they also called as alternate interior angles. There are 2 pairs of alternate angles represented by the same color. If out of this 2 pair, if any one pair of alternate angles are congruent, that means equal measures, then the lines are parallel to each other by alternate angle test. Okay. Next is alternate exterior angle. These are also the alternate angle, but they are in exterior part of the lines, so that's why they are called alternate exterior angle. You also call them alternate angles in short. Same, there are 2 pairs of exterior alternate angles. See here, they are represented by same color. If out of these 2 pair, any one pair of exterior angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel to each other. Next, interior angles. See here in this figure, interior angles are represented by same color. Interior angles means the angles which lie in between the interior part of the lines. That means see here, that they are represented by blue and red color. Out of these 2 pairs of interior angles, if any one pair of interior angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel to each other in between these 2 interior angles are lie. Okay. Let's revise the concept one more time. The first one is corresponding angle test. If 2 lines are cut by a transversal so that the corresponding angles are congruent, then these lines are parallel. That means if 2 lines are intersected by a transversal and the corresponding angles form are congruent, then the lines are parallel. See here in this example, 2 lines A and B intersected by a transversal and the corresponding angles form, both are congruent, both are 35 degree. So this line, that means line A, is parallel to line B. Understood? This is the corresponding angle test. As per the corresponding angle test, if the 2 lines are intersected by a transversal and the corresponding angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Next is interior angle test. If 2 lines are cut by a transversal so that the interior angles on one side of the transversal are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Okay, that means if 2 lines are intersected by a transversal and the interior angles formed in between the 2 lines are supplementary, that means their sum is 180, then by the interior angle test the lines are parallel. See here, 2 lines A and B are intersected by a transversal and interior angles are 75 degree and 105 degree. If you add this to interior angle, that means 105 plus 75, then the answer is 180. That means the interior angles are supplementary as their sum is 180. So as per the interior angle test, these two lines, that means line A is parallel to line B. Understood? Next is alternate angle test. If two lines are cut by a transversal so that the alternate exterior angles are congruent, then these lines are parallel. That means if two lines are intersected by a transversal, then if exterior alternate angles are congruent, that means equal measure, then the two lines are parallel to each other. See here in this example, line A and line B are intersected by a transversal and exterior alternate angles are of measure 105 degree. That means exterior alternate angles are congruent. So therefore these two lines, that means line A is parallel to line B as per the alternate angle test. Okay. Next is again alternate angle test, but here the alternate angles are interior alternate angles. Same, if two lines are cut by a transversal so that the interior alternate angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. That means if two lines are intersected by a transversal and interior alternate angles are congruent, then also the two lines are parallel by alternate angle test. See the example here, line A and line B are intersected by a transversal and interior alternate angles are of 75 degree, that means congruent. So therefore this line A and B is parallel to each other by alternate angle test. That means alternate angles may be exterior, may be interior. If the alternate angles are congruent, in between if the alternate angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. Read and learn all these three concepts and write in your notebook. Okay. So let's move to the practice set 2.2. Practice set 2.2. Question number 1. Practice set 2.2, question number 1. Question number 1 is here. In this figure, angle Y is 108 degree, angle X is 71 degree. You have to prove whether the line M and N are parallel or not. If you observe angle X and Y in the interior part of the parallel, they are not a parallel. We can't say these are the parallel line until we not prove it. So X and Y is interior part between the two lines, so they may be the interior angle. But as per the interior angle test, if the interior angles are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Supplementary, then that means their addition is 180. So let's start. Add angle X and angle Y. Solution. So let's start your solution, or you can say proof. Add angle X and angle Y. Angle X plus angle Y. Okay. Angle X is 71, angle Y 108 degree. Add them. 8 plus 1, 9, 7, 7, 179 degree. Okay. 179 degree is not equal to 180. That means they are not supplementary. So interior angles are not supplementary. So therefore line M is not parallel to line N. As I told, without any reason we can't decide the two lines are parallel or not. Here these two lines appears parallel, but they are not parallel as the reason. So without only observation we can't decide the lines are parallel or not. We have to give the reason. So by if you add the interior angle, so that means interior angle X plus angle Y, 71 plus 108, 179. 179 is not equal to 180. If they are the interior angle, then they should be 180. 180, that means supplementary. But it's not equal to 180, that means they are not supplementary. So write here as interior angles are not supplementary. So therefore line M is not parallel to line N. Got it? By observation, we have observed here angle x and angle y is given to you, and we have observed angle x and y in the interior part of the two lines. So they may be the interior angle. So to prove these two lines are parallel, interior angle should be supplementary. Supplementary, that means here their addition is 180. So I added angle. So I added angle x and y. Angle x, addition of angle x and y is 179. That means not equal to 180. That means they are not supplementary. If interior angles are not supplementary, then the lines are not parallel to each other. Got it? This is the question number 1. Now move to the question number 2. Here the given is angle A is congruent to angle B, and you have to prove this line L and M is parallel. Now observe, if you remember angle A and angle B, the given congruent, they are the alternate angle. Which type of alternate angle? Exterior alternate angle. Okay. So angle A, angle B is given to you congruent, and they are the alternate angle, and alternate angles are already congruent. So therefore these two lines are parallel. It's easy. Answer is already given in this question. We have observed here angle A is given to you and congruent to angle B. And we observe these two angles are exterior alternate angles. So by alternate angle test, these two lines are parallel. So write your answer, proof. Okay. Angle A is congruent to angle B is given to you. Okay. Angle A congruent to angle B is given to you. Angle A and angle B are the exterior alternate angles. So they are the exterior alternate angles. So therefore by alternate, if the alternate angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. So by alternate angle test, line L is parallel to line M. Okay, here these two lines are parallel because here alternate angle is applicable, alternate angles are congruent, so that's why these two lines are parallel. Okay, got it? Now move to the third, and it's also easy question. See here, the given is angle A is congruent to angle B. These two angles are congruent, and angle X is congruent to angle. You have to prove here line L is parallel to line M. Now observe the figure. Here angle A is congruent to angle B. If you observe above the line are maybe the corresponding angle. So they are the corresponding angle. So the corresponding angles are congruent. So by corresponding angle test, these two lines are parallel. That means line L is parallel to line M. Okay. Now see here angle X is given to you congruent to angle Y, and they are the alternate angles. If alternate angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. So therefore M is parallel to N. If L is parallel to M and M is parallel to N, so therefore L is parallel to N. Got it? So let's start your proof. Angle A is congruent to angle B given. Okay, this is given, and we have observed A and B are the corresponding angles. So right here angle A and angle B are the corresponding angles. Okay, and corresponding angles are congruent. If the corresponding angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. So therefore by corresponding angle test, these corresponding angles are in between these two lines, so these two lines are parallel. Line L is parallel to line M. Okay. Now the next angle X, give it number 1. Now angle X is congruent to angle Y. Angle X is congruent to angle Y is also given, and we observe X and Y are the alternate angles. Okay, and alternate angles are congruent, then these two lines are parallel by alternate angle test. So angle X and angle Y are the alternate angles. So by alternate angle test, by alternate angle test, by alternate angle test, your line M is parallel to line N. Line M is parallel to line N. Okay. Give it number 2. We have observed here x and y. X and y are the alternate angles. So alternate angles are congruent. So by alternate angle test, alternate angles in between these two lines. So these two lines are parallel. Now see here number 1 and number 2. Line L is parallel to line M and line M is parallel to line N. So therefore line L is parallel to line N. So therefore line L is parallel to line N from 1 and 2. Got it? I am repeating again here. There are 3 lines and 1 transversal, and given to you angle A is congruent to angle B and angle X is congruent to angle Y, and you have to prove this line L is parallel to line M. Okay. First I focus on angle A is congruent to angle B is given to you, and if you observe A and B, these two lines, if you observe these two lines, they are the corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are congruent. So therefore these two lines are parallel by corresponding angle test. Next is given to you angle X is congruent to angle Y. Angle X and Y in between these two lines, that means line M and line N. And these two angles are congruent. We observe these two are the alternate angles. Alternate angles are congruent. So by alternate angle test, line M is parallel to line N. And given is number 2. From 1 and 2 we have observed line L is parallel to line M. Line M is parallel to line M, that means parallel to the same line. So therefore line L is parallel to line M. This is your question number 3. It's very easy question. Practice all these 3 questions. Next questions of this exercise we will discuss in next lecture. Let's check your knowledge, that means how much part you understood. Here are some questions for you. Read these questions carefully and send your answers in group. Question number 1. On parallel lines, corresponding angles are. There are 4 options. Select your answers and select your answer and send in group. Question number 2. In the diagram above, angle S and angle R are called. That means S and R, which type of angle? Okay. Select your answer. There are 4 options here. Corresponding angles, alternate angles, co-interior angles, complementary angles. Next, question number 3. In the diagram, in question number 2, angle Q and angle R are called. 4 options. Corresponding angles, alternate angles, co-interior angles, complementary angles. Next, question number 4. In the diagram in question number 2, angle S and angle T are called. Again here 4 options are there. Corresponding angles, alternate angles, co-interior angles, complementary angles. Okay. Select your answer, select your correct answer and send me in group. Okay. Next, question number 5. See in this figure, the value of Y is. In this figure, one angle is 59 degree. And you have to find the value of Y. There are 4 options: 59 degree, 118 degree, 31 degree and 121 degree. Question number 6. On parallel lines, co-interior angles are complementary, supplementary, congruent or collinear. Question number 7. On parallel lines, alternate angles are complementary, supplementary and congruent. Okay. Next, question number 8. A line crossing 2 parallel lines is called A. A line which intersect parallel line called a transversal, transponder, transformer. Select your correct answer. There are 4 options. Question number 9. The value of A is. Here in this figure, what is the value of A? 4 options are there. Select your answer. Select the correct options. Next, question number 10. In question number 9, the value of B. See the figure in question number 9 and find the value of B. There are 4 options. 62 degree, 118 degree, 28 degree or 124 degree. Select the correct answer. So total 10 questions I have given to you. Find the correct answer and send your answers in group or on personal number. Okay. In next lecture we will continue practice set 2.2. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.